Hello, welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing wonderful wherever you are. In Georgia, we are having a very cold and rainy weekend, so I have brought in some of my more tropical palms, and so I'm trying to put them out of the way a little bit so they don't get frozen tonight. And this weekend I think was a good weekend just to kind of get a deep clean, try to get some of the dog hair out off of the couch. My dog Loxley loves to lay on the couch, so I wanted to, kind of spruce that up a little bit and clean up the carpet. It was getting a little bit of dingy from the rain and tracking in and out. And also my son is away at his friend's house, so it's a good time to kind of clean up his little computer desk area, because it gets a little dirty, with him being a teen. So I was taking the opportunity to just really do a deep clean after the holidays. Everything's calming down a little bit and we're spending a lot of time inside. So just to kind of make it, nice and healthy and homey again. So when I do a deep clean, I really like to move everything completely out of the way. And right now we have a very big sectional sofa, a 3-piece sectional sofa. Even though I'm an interior designer, I still am very frugal, and we have a lot of hand-me-downs and gifted furniture in the house. So this one is a sofa that a client didn't want anymore, a residential client that I had. So it was an Ethan Allen piece. So I'm going to move that completely out of the way before I start working on the carpets, just to really make sure I get everywhere when I do the deep clean. So now that the carpets are moved and the couch is moved, I really like to spray it down with some, allergen and dust solution, just to kind of get some of the pet dander and things like that out of it, just for a really good clean. And then our vacuum that we have is a commercial vacuum that has been in my husband's family forever. So they had a cleaning business. So I really like to get in between the cushions and get all of the dog hair out of that and just make sure there's no crumbs or anything like that. So I do have a typical carpet cleaning solution, but I didn't really like some of the chemicals that were in there and didn't really feel like it was as natural as it could be. So I decided this time I'm just going to use a water and vinegar and dish soap detergent, and it heats up anyway to steam clean the carpet. So we're going to try that out this time. It's a little bit safer for the family and especially for the dog's paws too. So I'm going to try to keep this carpet a little bit longer in the house before we do anything else. So I really like to try to, clean it when I can, steam clean it, and try to keep it where, we don't have to do hardwoods or anything immediately, because we're not sure if we're going to stay here or be here a while. So just trying to keep it as nice as we possibly can. Also, you might notice that I kept a little bit of the greenery up on the mantle, and so I decided, it's wintry, and so I kept a lot of winter greenery up with some lanterns and some candles. And I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to switch that out, probably in February. Maybe do something a little bit more Valentine's and start throwing some reds and pinks in the house. But just for right now, I like to keep a lot of the soft light and the greenery around. I've got some of the deer on the front porch and some snowy wreath that I have. So just a little bit of a winter look to the house. So while the carpet was drying, I went ahead and started one of my little online classes that I'm taking. This is like a money matters class. So just a little bit there while the carpet was drying. And so, yeah, I'm kind of in love with this winter Scandinavian look to the fireplace. And also, so as soon as I got done cleaning the couch, it was spotless. And then Loxley, my dog, jumped right back up on it. So that is his favorite place to stay. Another part of my organizing that I was doing this weekend was I started putting together this book for my son who is going to be going to college soon. And so anytime that I get a big planning event that we're doing, like if we're going to go out to Disney or Universal or anything like that, I usually put together a binder. So I have a college binder that I'm working on for him. So hopefully that's going to keep us all a little bit on task and organized with a big decision that's coming up soon for us. So after cleaning the living room, just wanted to do a very quick wipe down of the kitchen, and so I can get ready to cook dinner. We're gonna have a very simple dinner. I had gone to the grocery store just to do like a light meal prep for the week, and so we're just gonna have some tacos tonight, and so we can use some leftovers for lunch tomorrow because my son's out of school. So just gonna wipe down the kitchen, do a little dishes, and cook some quick dinner. As you can see, I still have the wreaths up that I had for Christmas because I felt like the gingham and the kind of snowy greenery was still kind of winter feeling. So I left those up there, so that's kind of fun. And then I have a rug by the back door that has that same kind of gingham, black and white too. So just kind of left that up there for a little bit just so it isn't so stark and bare in the house. I really have fallen in love with these non-alcoholic drinks that have all the adaptogens in them, and they have like lion's mane and mushroom and L-theanine in them. So I made myself that while I was cooking, just as something sparkling and nice to drink, kind of fun. So Mexican food is like our favorite food ever, and so tonight it was just a very, very simple, beef. I didn't even make, the seasoning. I bought a healthy packet for that, and we normally have like a ton of ingredients to go with Mexican, but just, cheese salsa, jalapenos, lettuce, some tortilla chips. That's all we did for tonight, and it was fantastic. And then we got a little surprise. We actually got a dusting of snow, which is, never happens hardly ever in Georgia. So that was a beautiful end to the night.